also hit something.
It was recording as you did that, which is perfect. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the No Quitters podcast, the best MTV The Challenge podcast in the universe. I am your host, Clem, and I am joined, as always, with my alliance on the podcast. We have Captain Cons and a fire-breathing dragon known as JJ right now. How we doing, fellas?
Just chilling. Just doing what I need to do to prepare for this show.
I feel like you should be doing that like the hour that you're watching idiots run around like idiots.
Yeah, that hour, the hour before it, too. The hour while I ate a bunch of Chinese food. There's a lot of hours.
A lot of options.
Yeah.
How we doing, Summer Cons?
Man, we are good. I'd like to address something for right off the bat.
Oh my God!
I don't know that we've addressed this head on.
I hope it's not this goddamn arm wrestling, and it's addressing whatever girl you took a picture with and posted online this weekend. Because I've never seen you pull that move before. Somebody seems like a smitten kitten.
Crickets. Crickets.
Wow, is she your Nicole? Or is she your Shane?
My private life will remain my private life.
Unless you post it on Twitter.
Exactly.
Is that not on Twitter? Oh, I thought your Instagram was private. It was public.
Yeah. Pictures are one thing. I will not give out any further detail, names, locations, anything.
Floor is yours, Cons. I mean, now or never. Address it now or never.
Dude, I fucking had him thrown off this goddamn arm wrestling. You could have just started the show.
You know what, though? You brought it back up when you freaking quote tweeted whatever, and you brought it back into the forefront of my mind. So I'll just say this. Jack, the last time the Yankees won the World Series, how many regular season games did they win?
Look, I know this off the top of my head. Dude, I'm pumping up a lung.
100, 90, 100?
Yeah,
whatever. Point is, they lost the bunch. So I'll just say this. For all those who think Cory is something special, you just think about, who you'd rather ride with, Cory or me. That's all I'll say, and now we can move on.
And I'll say, for anyone that wants to, here's Connor say shit, the Captain Hardo segments, and you want to get under his skin, at Captain Cons, and just tell him that he lost an arm wrestling match to Cory, because that's really under his skin. That's our hey JJ. Hey Captain Cons, remember when you lost to Cory in an arm wrestling contest? Oh, this is great.
The biggest problem is not being able to rectify it. I got to just sit around and maybe never rectify it. So I might just have to live with an 0-1 record.
Yeah, that's rough. That's a rough go, man. Whether it's arm wrestling, video games, just the story of life. You don't want to have that 0-1 on your ass, but whatever. We'll get into the podcast here, or to the show quickly. It was a weird episode. There was like a billion commercials, right? People tweeted about it. My wife was talking about it.
Is it a 2-second commercial? Is it a 5-minute commercial? I'm trying to go back and forth between I got this, I got SmackDown, I got the Yankee game. I got a lot going on Tuesdays. They're not making it easy.
Yeah.
No, the commercial game was all over the place, and some of them were pretty long.
Yeah, some will go real long, some will go short. I'm on my phone on Twitter. I'm going to the Mets game. They had Rosario get called up, so I'm checking that out. And like my wife asks me hey, what do you think about what just happened? And I'm like, I have no idea what just happened. I zoned out, or I didn't even know what was going on. So MTV, you're fucking with us with this goddamn commercial nonsense first and foremost. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we also started off with an elimination, which was weird. And it wasn't like this epic elimination where it's like CT versus Bananas and they want to build it up. We had Dario put in Derrick H, which Derrick and Tori, listen, we're Tori guys, right? I think that's on the record after we interviewed her, right?
Yeah, nice girl, like her. Team Tori.
The I have a boyfriend angle and the person that doesn't shut the fuck up about having a boyfriend, it makes it hard to stay Team Tori when that's all she's fucking talking about.
Yeah, no, that's...
Are they still together? I don't think so.
They're not.
Of course you would know that, you fucking creepy fuck.
That is obnoxious, Clem. The girl who constantly tells you, my boyfriend, my boyfriend, my boyfriend, my boyfriend. We get it. Grow up.
Yeah, someone asked me, they're like, hey, ask Tori how she broke up with Derrick H. And I was like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, dude. Like, I didn't know, but apparently that they are broken up. And shout out Chris Webber with 1B, not the infamous timeout. Chris Webber from Michigan, NBA player. Tori cheating on Derrick within 2 episodes of him going home is going to be incredible. That will be incredible. If she hooks up with someone else, they start a little relationship, and then somehow Derrick gets out of the redemption house and back to that house, we could have a little bit of fireworks in our hands. And you know what? Our girl Tori, I thought she was going to show us her boob. She's from New York. She's a little tough. I kind of want to see what's going to happen here now.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way to predict it at this point with this redemption house, because I don't know if they're just going to wait till it reaches a certain capacity and brings them all back at once, or 1 by 1, 2 by 2, who knows? So it potentially could provide for some quality entertainment.
Yep. And when
right, that's all fun and good. Let me get down to the most important part. Tori wrecks dicks, right? Like, we're all on the same page there.
Probably, yeah.
Like, based on TV and, like, having met her,
yeah.
Fun girl.
Yeah.
Don't know how she's going to do in these challenges. Fun girl. Seems like it.
Dick Rick.
I think she'll probably stick around for a few years, just based on all of those things you just said.
Yeah, now she's got an ex. Like, that's so, like, as much as you say that you, and it's true, like, the, like, oh, my boyfriend person's, like, annoying. You got to get that anchor ex in there. Now you, like, because they've got to, within, like, the next 2 years, go to exes again.
Yeah.
You get a rival, you get an ex, and you get, like, you know, an alliance of, like, 3 people that, like, will want you on. So it's like, oh, Tori's going to be there, then I'm in. So you basically need 5 people to become a challenge regular, and, like, the real absence of any motivation to make something real out of your life in the meantime, for lack of a better word.
Unless you want to train NFL athletes.
Yeah, Connor, we haven't discussed that either from that Cory episode. What the fuck were you thinking asking someone on a reality show what their 5-year plan is or their 10-year plan?
Because I wanted to see what he would say. And obviously he didn't have anything worthwhile to say, because you don't just, like, I don't know what world Cory lives in, but in the NFL and in off seasons, all these strength and conditioning guys, they have these super advanced PhDs these days, and their knowledge is unbelievable. So they're not going to take some LA Fitness personal trainer and be like, oh, you know what? That's the key to me getting to the Pro Bowl next year. So I really just wanted to hear him say that shit out loud.
Then again, like Odell Beckham, if he's like training with someone, it's like you could show me your PhD or you could show me ripping torches through a wall against Derrick H in a fucking elimination. So, you know, that can go in the sizzle reel, as they say. Veronica put in Brittany or Brianna. I honestly have no idea who the fuck she put in. Again, because I was like so thrown off from the beginning. And then they faced each other, and I'm like, that's the same person. Brianna, when she doesn't have her boobs pushed up, I don't even know who she is. She's not even existent on the show.
I can't tell the difference between the 2 of them.
Yep. It's just B's and I's in their names, and that's it.
Yeah.
So we had the fire through the wall competition. The only thing I have written down is I wanted Cory to get lit on fire. He won. Cory can win non-cardio challenges, as we learned when he beat you in an arm wrestling contest. Let's bring that up one more time.
Very true. Very true. Good on like head-to-head arm wrestling. Strength.
So, you know, Cory's stronger than Derrick H, and he's definitely stronger than Connor. So, Connor, do you think you could have beaten Cory in this elimination?
I do, because, I think this was an elimination that was more smarts than brawn than people realize, because just a little bit of strategy and angles, throw a little geometry in there, and you'd realize that pulling these things through the wall would be a lot easier, using leverage. And you saw that with the girls when they were struggling at the end, just trying to pull it straight. And then finally, one of those 2 girls, like, pulled it to the edge of the wall, bent it, noticed that, pulling a round object through a round hole is a lot easier than a small square hole. So, yes, I do think
another good point that comes to mind when you say geometry. Whenever I hear one of these people talk about, like, I got to win this money, I got to pay off my student loans, I'm like, yo, you got to take out student loans for beauty school nowadays? Like that. Like, that's what's going on. Gene Madeline, like, beauty school, it's making you take out loans.
Do either of you have any idea what it costs to go to cosmetology school?
$6,000. $6,000 all said and done, like from day one to graduation, and like that includes like a little makeup kit when you get out, a little basket.
I was gonna say 4 plus supplies.
Yeah,
4 plus supplies.
That makes sense.
I feel like you've probably put a couple girls through.
Yeah, probably.
So, another question I had, Captain Hardo, as the king of strategy for this. I feel like pulling the ones down first.
Absolutely.
You should do that.
Yes, 1,000,000%.
Oh, see, I was thinking maybe you do that last because you're just pulling debris onto your fucking face from the beginning versus saving that for the last thing. Like you're starting yourself blind.
Yeah, no, I don't think they were blind just because I think they had goggles on. But I think you do those two because those are the easiest ones because you can almost, in essence, hang on the thing. So you're using a lot more of your weight and less just pure strength and a tactic.
That's another reason. Use that energy, that initial jolt of energy earlier. And I don't trust any of these people to keep their mouths closed while they're doing it.
So they're probably swallowing. There's probably those walls were probably full of asbestos.
Yeah, extra asbestos. That's TJ's version of playing dirty this time around. Just sprinkle a little asbestos in there.
They're getting fucking walls from Colombia. There's no fucking like nice shit in Colombia. That shit is like cocaine or fucking asbestos.
Yeah, I tweeted tough loss after the Yankee game, and Tony quote tweeted it. It said, "It was, bro. Going to be hard to recover." Hashtag the challenge 30.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I sent you guys a picture of Tony's on another podcast, and he says something he said on that podcast is going to get him kicked off the challenge potentially. I don't know what the fuck he could have said because that dude was a fucking rhinoceros, a bull in a china shop with us. So I can only imagine what he could say that would be like crazier than that. We had people like we want to answer back to his to the shit he was talking to us. And like that was, I thought, pretty tame. I can't even imagine what he said.
I think he's banned from the Barstool office.
I think he's banned from the challenge already. He's probably banned. Yeah, he might be banned. I'm banning him from the Barstool office. I think after his one time in there. So, I can only imagine what Tony said on that episode of the podcast. Camila rooting for Cory. That I thought was hilarious. She says, "We have to break up this Are You the One power couple of 2 rookies." She just wants that dick, right? I mean, let's just call it what it is. Yeah?
Yeah. I think, yeah.
Cory has the fucking... I don't know how Cory does it, man. He's just a charmer.
But they all make fun of his dick. Like, that's always the first thing they go to, too. It's not even like, oh, you're a scumbag. They always call him, like, baby dick and shit like that.
I mean, if you have a shitty dick, it's going to be the thing. Like, I don't know if any of my friends have bad dicks, but I imagine they don't because, like, if it came out, you just make fun of that guy's dick all the time now.
But then she's making clearly dick-motivated decisions.
That's true.
That's why it doesn't add up. It's a whodunit.
And she's even like, even Bananas is like, I don't know if I can trust Camila these days. And I'm like, you don't want to get on Bananas' bad side for Cory's dick. That's the last thing in the world.
Camila and Bananas not trusting each other is that Spider-Man meme.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't say it any better. That's perfect.
That was perfect. So yeah, Derrick H goes home or to the redemption house, as does. I don't even know who lost. Who cares? I think Brianna lost. Brianna lost because her shirt, I couldn't see she had boobs in it, and I was like, "Who is that? Is it Brianna or Brittany?" And I'm pretty sure my wife said it was Brianna. They go to the redemption house, but I'm still have no clue what the fuck it is, other than to like test Darrell's mental patience, because it's just like the worst people are just getting sent there over and over again.
Oh my god, I even forgot Darrell was there. Like Darrell was probably like, "Why are you guys making so much noise coming in all late at night?"
trying to get my 8 hours.
Darrell is living a a reality TV show version of Get Out right now.
He's not actually living his best life. Like I've had 2 bachelor parties this summer. I just had one this weekend, and anyone with kids just goes to them to sleep. Like just there. Like there's always a dude who just naps for like 3 hours a day because he's got kids. So Darrell's probably having a great time.
Yeah,
I will say that is like a huge, like when I go on bachelor parties at this point with a kid, like I'm not waking up till at least 9 o'clock. Shades are down. It's daddy daycare time. It's just sleep and fucking get some beauty rest for sure. That's what Darrell's doing.
9 o'clock, really going nuts there, Clem.
Yeah, 9 o'clock. We're really. I mean, but I've been in bed since midnight, so I'm getting like a good 9-10 hours minimum.
All right, that's good.
And we're going shades. I'm like getting fucking like excited just thinking about like having like a weekend away right now. I have to change the subject. We had the CTE challenge, which again, MTV. Listen, things where the contestants can potentially light themselves on fire. Thumbs up. Things where CTE probably occurs in their brain after the challenge, thumbs up again. Drafts, thumbs up. Things where you don't draft someone and then they're going to be pissed at you because you didn't draft them, thumbs up. I was very happy with the layout of this challenge. I'm loving this super twist shit. I love TJ being almost the star of the show. TJ's looking fresh to death. Connor, you pointed out the haircut. That was a good call. We should say the same thing here. All in all, I was pretty happy with the way everything was set up here.
Great challenge. I love any sort of physical contact like that. And wild strategy by Kailah, just trying to outthink the room and just not realize that you just want to go pure brute strength and size here and not try to get too cute with it.
I actually don't believe that's what happened. I believe she was just dumb, and then someone on that team was like, why'd you pick all the small people? And then they were like, hey, Kailah, we need to do like an interview about your strategy from earlier. And she was like, yeah, I was going for like nimble and quick.
That's make more sense.
Likely.
Yeah. I compared it to like drafting Randall Cobb. We actually had a guy in our fantasy league once draft Percy Harvin #1 overall. It's like, dude, just take the fucking big running back with the big dick that's going to score fucking 20 touchdowns. That's what CT is. He's made like choo choo is like CT is one of his top 3 phrases because he runs motherfuckers over. And like, I guess in Captain Hardy, you could speak on this as well. An open field, you would think maybe a nimble guy. If you're going through a narrow hallway, get the fucking Mack truck and if the Mack truck can fit, it's running those fuckers over.
Just get someone to clear a path. And you know what I was thinking too? Because I don't know if MTV said this, but you could probably get away with it because how could they really even tell? I mean, why wouldn't you just lead with your head and try to go for someone's chin or nose and just take them out of the game? Because if they're laying on the ground bloodied, then they can't get their ring to the other side.
Yeah, I agree.
Sure, you might end up with a concussion, but, I've had 5 already. What's one more?
Someone shouted out or mentioned that Tony trying to backpack the backpacker himself was, that was hilarious. That was the worst. Tony, yeah. I love Tony. How Tony went last too. Like, wouldn't you think Tony would go a little higher than last? I thought that was a little bit of a slap in the face.
Leroy went late too.
Yeah, Leroy. I mean, anything that's not water based.
But a lot of good people go late when one person's picking dumb people.
Yeah.
Yo, also, it's way earlier on, but things are just coming to me. The juices are flowing. Tweets that I missed, they're really just coming to me.
The smoke's hitting you.
Shout to Derrick right after they like picked who had to go in, and they showed him like eating as he walked through like the house, just wearing an unbuttoned flannel with a wife beater, short sleeve, and like Oakley's on his head that's like receding hairline. That's been the best look for like just the 90s. Since like TRL's coming back, Derrick's back. That was just, it looked like he was tailgating a Smash Mouth concert.
He brings that extra flavor from the 90s.
I don't understand. Derrick's not getting any burn this season. Like, that was the closest thing we saw of him. He's just, maybe he's like, I'm not getting burned the first couple episodes. I got to like change it up to like going back to the 90s look. I don't know, man. It's been disappointing so far.
I'm still trying to figure out who some of these people are. Like, some bitch looked like Linda Hogan at the end. I haven't seen her the whole season.
Speaking of people we don't know who they are, but one person we do know is the woman of many faces. How about Nicole coming out looking like the Silver Surfer?
That was great. You got to reinvent yourself.
Yo, I'm honest, dude. If we ever get Nicole up in New York, we have to get like I want to turn into a different person. I want to become like Nick Cage in Face Off. I want to like wear John Travolta's face around.
I want to do like a black head mask, like with her.
Let me ask you guys a question. You guys both have wives. Do you ever do those masks with your wives?
I have, yeah.
What masks? Like the blackhead masks?
Any sort of facial mask?
No, I did a pedicure with my wife once. That was it. That's like,
and those are great. I do those fairly often.
I do pedicures all the time. I have stuff to do masks. You know, got to take care of yourself.
I like basically the only thing in my day that I have carved out is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Those things are basically on my schedule. And then blogging. That's the only thing that I have that gets done. And then it's basically like maybe a podcast talking about idiots or talking about dragons and shit. So I wish, though. I kind of want to get Nicole, listen, if you ever come to New York, maybe for the reunion, we do a nice little video, you know, the No Quitters. We're diehard Nicole girls. I didn't like her and Ammo. Got snubbed, man. It was rough. Ammo also, yeah. I also thought Ammo saying that he could, like, compete in this challenge and then, like, it becoming the CTE challenge. Like, I thought CTE was going to, like, eat him alive at one point, and that was, like, a little foreshadowing for his death. I was kind of shocked.
I was hoping that when he was, like, in coming to terms with my sexuality, at some way he was going to compare that to Leroy learning how to swim. Like, I was just like, where is this going? Like, please say some wild shit.
That really warmed my heart, though, to watch him, like, coaching Leroy up and helping him learn how to swim. I thought that was a very nice moment.
I'll tell you, man, and I don't know about Ammo's competitive nature. He could get in some drama shit. Like he could be from his season of Real World, he got into some shit with his roommates. So I'm kind of interested to see how it's all gonna go.
Basically, Jack. Basically, this guy, there was a girl in the house who was super racist, but of course, in classic racist form, she's like, "I'm not racist." When it was blatant racism, the things that were coming out of her mouth. I think, Clem, correct me if I'm wrong. Pretty sure he got in touch with one of his friends back home, told the person all the details so they could then post it online for her to find about herself.
Yeah.
As if, you know. So he is deceitful and dirty when need be. So, yeah, I'd like to see him stick around, see if he can come with anything good.
Yo, some girl just sent me a Snapchat. And it's 3 girls all with face masks on.
What the fuck? That's some creepy shit.
Like, I don't know if you...
Yeah. Yes, wow.
Is this live?
I don't think so. It's just some hacker shit going on right now. It's some fucking weird... I wouldn't believe you just showed us the picture. You just showed us the picture. I think
she sent it to me like a half hour ago, but that's wild. It's weird.
Probably because you tweeted about it.
Maybe.
Yeah. Or maybe they hacked.
But either way, listen, Nicole's being underutilized. I mean, she won the last challenge, and now you're just going to let her go last. Honestly, she probably wouldn't have blocked that walkway at all. She would have slipped through easy. I'm surprised Kailah didn't pick her.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's less clear-cut for the females, as I think they're all generally the same size. You know, obviously there's some outliers, but more or less there's no one that really stands out as like, oh my gosh, that's someone got to get on my team first. So yeah, that is kind of surprising. I would go with experience over anybody else in this case.
I don't really know. I'm sorry. I was thinking of someone else. The actual challenge comes. CT fucking runs crazy on people, like we said. The girls 0.006 or whatever it was seconds. The yellow team wins or whatever, the green team. And now we don't get another elimination this episode. I don't know. It was just a weird. Did you guys think it was kind of a weird episode?
It was a weird order of things to happen. And like you said, there was a lot of commercials. Like, threw me off, made it tough to focus. Like, if we're not even just talking about, like, how you're producing it, like, how you're editing, made it very tough for me to really do my job here.
Yeah, it was weird. I don't know. It just seemed like, honest to God, this is the first time I can remember in a long time. It felt like there were more commercials than show.
We got zero house drama.
Yeah.
Like, it was all like athletic competition, which is not what I'm here for.
No.
Like,
yeah.
show me CT run into some people, but like Bananas stirred up nothing. Like that's like you had a whole episode where Bananas stirred up nothing is leaving Zach Britton in the bullpen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fucked up, man. You just throwing that in any Orioles fans. That's I always tweet the picture of me doing the highlights without rights, or I'm the Edwin Encarnacion, and I always forget it's against the Orioles, and all the Orioles fans always be like, "What the fuck, dude?" I'm like, "Oh, sorry, I forgot that was against you guys because you left your fucking all-world closer in the bullpen, who now is dead, basically. He's another guy who just died. He's just dead. Zach Britton, he stinks. We'll save that. Prince. Yeah, we'll save that talk for the Starting Nine podcast, which is coming soon from Barstool Sports. Jared Carabas, shout out. MVP, LVP. Oh, that was what I wanted to touch on too. I don't know if you guys saw the next week on, but they were like hinting some serious house drama, some drunken shenanigans, the whole nine. So there might be some salvaging going on, but with MTV, like it could be like 3 different nights they kind of just cherry pick and put together, and then they trick us. Like this shit might have already happened in the house, and they just didn't show it to us.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I'm with JJ. I'm here for the fucking the drunken idiocy, the fights, Camila episode here and there, the trivia, which still hasn't happened, and to be honest, Are You the One gives you a lot of that shit. It's just it's not with people you really care about like you do with the challenge. So
true.
Whatever. MVP, LVP.
Yo, my MVP is Leroy for taking the time to continue to work on the things he needs to work on in that pool with the goggles, getting help. I appreciate that. Putting in the work.
I like that. I'm going to admit this now. I didn't admit it on the last podcast. I've never wanted someone to like me more than I wanted Leroy to like me for some reason. When we met him, I'm like, I love Leroy so much. I just hope he likes me or just doesn't dislike me more than anything. So I just like, he basically could have asked for whatever when he was at Barstool and I would have given it to him, but he just wanted like a slice of pizza. And I was like, take it. It was like, I think Erica ordered the pizza and I was like, oh, take it. Take our CEO's pizza. It's all right.
Yeah. He was so nice too. He would have talked to us for an hour if we had questions.
Yeah. If like we weren't told like Tony's a nuisance, please get him the fuck out of here. We had to cut the interview short. So JJ,
my wife is going to Vegas in like 2 weeks. And she's going to Britney Spears. So she's like going looking for Leroy.
Perfect.
Make sure she talks to him when he's working and like when there's a lot of people in there.
I told her like cause a scene. My MVP is CT. Just doing like going with his skill set, just being a big dude, setting the tone, and just clogging up the lane. He's a run stopper.
Yep.
I love how he's just like, you see this dad bod? He's just embracing who he is now. Yeah. It's fantastic.
I like this guy.
He's 1-0 as dad bod.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unlike Connor, who's 0-1.
You have a dad bod, Connor? I've never really noticed.
No, I was just saying in general. He's 0-1.
Oh, he's 0-1.
Just 0-1.
Oh, when him and Cory arm wrestled. And then
that's right. That's right. Yeah. If anyone else remembers that tweet at Captain Cons, that he remember when he saw that. Actually, I may have to see if I can get some good gifs from that Periscope now that you mention it. I'm going to go gifting around. I'm going to see if I can get some good stuff on that.
Wait till in like 3 more weeks of this, Connor's like, yeah, no, I just happened to be out in like LA for a buddy's like thing.
For quote unquote work. I'm at work.
Yeah.
But he's just get together for a beer.
Connor's just in a hotel eating raw meat with gunpowder on it, like he's one of Michael Vick's fighting dogs.
My MVP is Veronica's boobs. They were out and about today. JJ just woke up like the Undertaker. Holy
yes, you did. Wow, I really did because I pretty much laid down on my couch. Yo, she went with that like multicolor, like let me highlight each boob.
Yeah,
like when a girl with big boobs wears like a purse with the strap going in between, and now it's like it's not boobs, it's a boob and a boob.
Yep,
with an accessory.
That's a typical big girl move or big boob move.
I feel like that girls who do that don't even have anything in their purse either. They just go straight purse. There's nothing in it.
Like I need to wear a purse tonight. What do you got in there? Nothing. I just need to separate them and pop them a little more.
Optical booblusions. Love it.
Yes.
Like when I first saw the 2 colored shirts, I thought she was wearing like a sash or something. And I was like, that's a fucking shirt. Black. And I was over the moon. MVP. Veronica also pulling the bad bitch move and throwing someone in, kind of doing like the twist. That was like vintage Veronica, Queen Stay the Queen, like people were tweeting at us on Twitter. I was never a huge Veronica fan, but I love a good fucking stab in the back. Always do. That's the reason we watch these shows, like JJ said.
At first, I thought she was wearing like a 90s club top, like because the color thrown off, like the one that had no one sleeve. And I was like, what is going on between her and Derrick? Like, what? We're missing all the signs. Some girl in my office wore a top like that last week, and I saw it through the window from like my personal office. I literally opened the door and was like, are you going to a club for lunch? And then I realized like that might be like sexual harassment. Like, you can't say anything anymore.
No, it's too bad.
It's too bad. Too bad you can't just sexually harass people. Poor Connor. You don't have a job, Connor. You can't even complain.
Yeah, you're right.
LVP JJ.
I'm gonna go Tori just because I heard too much like boyfriend stuff. Like, he's got my back. Like, he has that's one vote you've secured. He has no influence in the house. Like, there's nothing he can really do to help you. And
like, it's girls eliminate girls, so he literally has like almost no bearing on your game, right? When it comes down to it, for like, well, other than alliance race,
goes into shit. Like,
yeah,
they
true.
Cross vote. Yeah.
My LVP is Jenna for getting truck sticked by Anissa. She took a shoulder and just fell.
Oh,
like a ton of bricks.
So we're gonna say that Jenna getting trucked by Anissa is like, you know, I'm not here to body shame. I'm just gonna say Anissa strikes me as someone who could probably beat some people in a running back trucking contest. And my girl,
after you body shamed Jamie,
yes,
6 reunions ago,
and all Twitter did as well, but just me. You fucked up, Connor. All right. Again, all right, now I'm going to really work for that gift now. I'm going to really work for that gift now, Connor. You don't want to fuck with someone who has plenty of time tonight. The kid's sleeping.
You know what you should get? Which gift you should get? The one where Cory puts the back of Connor's hand on the table.
Yeah. I might just make that actually like the icon for the Twitter account, maybe even the podcast. We just have that.
Finish him over it.
I mean, maybe if there was any table where my arm was going, his arm, I don't know. Who knows?
So you want a quick Anissa story?
Of course.
So obviously Anissa doesn't love us. I got a DM from a stoolie. Yo, I was with Anissa last night. You can guess where. So I was like, oh shit, like which club was she at? Because I thought it was going to be like somewhere in North Philly. And she's at Delilah's, which is like the nicest strip club in Philly. Mm-hmm. So I was like, yo, so she would like, you get dances from her? And he was like, no, she was just there as a patron. Like, he was like, I didn't even get into like, why are you there on a Wednesday night? Why is she there on a Wednesday night? And then I was in Philly Thursday night. She followed me and I thought about being like, all right, like, let's do this. Like, come out, come have a beer. Like, I was out with some people. Come have a drink. We'll take a picture. It'll be funny. But then I was legitimately worried about getting slashed in the face.
Quite a feasible thing to happen.
Yeah.
So that was smart on your part to ultimately come to the conclusion that it was for the best of your own interest and your health to not meet up with her. I'm
going to kick it with her one day.
You know, JJ has the personality that he could rub you the wrong way, potentially, but you gotta love the guy when, you know, he I don't know what the expression is. I don't know if you like, is people sweeten on you or you just break them down, but something about you, JJ. You have a little
quiet taste.
I have a boyish charm. That's what my mother-in-law says.
My LVP is the Brittany Brianna conglomerate, whoever the fuck is in or out. I don't really know. Again, I don't know who you are. I hope I don't ever have to know who you are. I hope you both are off the show soon and we could just go on to the next season. Anything else going on, fellas? Summertime, August, anything exciting going on, or is that about it?
My charity has our 5K this weekend. So if you want to donate If you want to donate and help,
I plan on winning that.
As he lights up.
If you want to donate and help some veterans get free mental health care for the rest of their life, I will post a link so that you can donate and help their cause.
And if you would also, kind of like when Connor was bartending, if you go there and would like to arm wrestle Connor and have someone, take it
how
for
did
us.
like weird like Tuesday night guest bartending in like Pennsauken go?
That was actually a lot of fun because, I've bartended before, so it wasn't completely foreign. And I only did it. You got behind the bar for like 20 minutes. They introduced everyone. It was a really great organization. Great. All the other bartenders was really cool. It was for a Wednesday.